Shalom, this is GMS Silent Sit Downs coming back with a lesson. First off and foremost, like always, I want to give all praises, glory, and the highest honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostle, Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect out there, spreading this word of sincerity and in truth all over the four corners of the earth. This video is gonna be named "Ye Women Don't Count." I already know these females gonna be offended by this. What you mean these women don't count? But that's kinda to trigger you into getting this edification. Ye women don't count, and that's a fact, man. When you count the children of Israel, you don't count the women. And this is a known thing by these heathens also. The heathens that were round about us trying to kill us, they knew these things, man. They knew that the nation, men make a nation. Women don't make a nation. Men make a nation. It's like this. When there's one man with 1,000 women on an island, that nation is one man strong, man. That nation is one man strong. There's only gonna be one nation upon that island after multiple years, man. Why? That man creates that nation. The man has the seed. The man brings forth a nation. Women don't bring forth a nation, man. That's why even in this Edomite society, it is a known thing because, well, of course now 2019, Esau be uplifting these females, so they can marry you and keep their own last name and shit like that, or the man or the children take the last name of the mother, stuff like that. But that's not how it was back in the days, man. Back in the days, these women, when they would marry you, they would take the husband's last name, because they are married unto the husband. They would take the husband's last name. They are now attached to the family line of that man. If they have children, those children are what the man is. And like I said, these heathens even knew this. Esau knows this too. Esau knows this too, man. So, ye women don't count, man. Don't be upset. I'm just gonna back it up with the scriptures and show you that these heathens knew, man. So this is Exodus chapter 1, starting with verse 13. And the Egyptians made the children of Israel to serve with rigor, which rigor is hardship. It's harsh. They was treating us harsh, and cruel while we was in slavery under the Egyptians. And they made their lives bitter with hard bondage in mortar and in brick and in all manner of service in the field. All their service wherein they made them serve was with rigor. And Esau took that same mentality of these Egyptians, today, and laid it upon us, man. Sometimes Esau comes with impossible tasks that he knows you're not able to finish, man. Or you got these fucking devils that tell you the job has to be finished today. You work your ass off, you're breaking your back to finish the job, to find out later that it only has to be finished next week, man. Esau did that with me, man. And you want to flip the fuck out, but you keep calm, still flipped out. But that's not dope, man. And that's forcing people to break their backs, man, while it's not necessary. Anyway, of course the slavery was much worse than that, but just to show you that it's still happening, man. Verse 15, and the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Ziphrah, and the name of the other was Puah. Verse 16, and he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. She shall live. Now, why is that? Why, if it is a son, he has to die, and why, if it is a daughter, she can live? Because if these daughters grow up, and these Egyptian men take these Hebrew women, the children that come out of it are gonna be Egyptian children, man. They might look like Israelite children, but they are not. You are what your father is. You are of the seed of your father. You are of the seed of your father. That's why I'm saying, when you have one man on the island with 1,000 women, there's only that the population is only one man strong, because you don't count the women. And it's gonna explain you that in the book of Numbers, where I'm gonna go in a minute. That's what it is, man. The man decides how strong a nation is. And when these men multiply, when these sons multiply, that means the nation of Israel multiplies. If you have 100 sons, if you have 100 children, of which there are 50 sons and 50 daughters, that man basically has only the possibility to extend his nation by those 50 sons. Because that's why I'm saying, these women, they will be married unto their husband. And if they kill the men, there are no Israelite men for them to marry unto anymore. They will be married unto heathens, and they will become of these heathens, man. The children will be heathens. That's why Yahushua spoke about the wheat and the tare. Which the tares are the children of the devil, man. The tares are the children of these so-called white people that they made during slavery, man. During slavery, our females got raped, and these devils made them pregnant, man. Plenty of times, of course, the slave master would kill the baby, cut open the belly, and stomp the child. But plenty of times also he would keep the baby in the womb and let it grow and put his ass in slavery too, to make more profit out of it. But then what did this devil do? Basically, this devil put an Edomite in slavery, man. So some Edomites was being slaves among us, because these devils raped our women, man, and made children, which were children of Esau. So let me read it again. Exodus 1:16. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Because why? They're gonna mix. They're gonna have sex. These heathens gonna have sex with the women, and that nation is gonna vanish, man. It's gonna vanish away. They explain you that in the book of Judith, which I'm gonna read right now, which was in the time of the Assyrians. The Assyrians came to attack us. So this is Judith chapter 10 verse 19. And they wondered at her beauty and admired the children of Israel because of her. And everyone said to his neighbor, who would despise this people? that have among them such women. So this also shows you, man, in those times, our females were much more beautiful, man. And I'm not saying that Israel doesn't have beautiful females nowadays, but like all our women were beautiful, man. None of them had being fat, looking like trolls and stuff like that. Straight up, man. Latinas, they be looking beautiful, but then when they reach the age of like 40 or something, all of a sudden they turn into a troll. Don't know what the reason is, but that's just what it is, man. Instead of well-set hair, baldness, our females had well-set hair in those days, man. Big long bushes of afro, man. That's what our females had, man. Anyway, who will despise these people that have among them such women? Surely it is not good that one man of them be left, who being let go might deceive the whole earth. So these nations saw that, damn, man, they make beautiful daughters, man. The women of that nation are beautiful, man. We have to kill all these men that bring forth these children, because these women are able to deceive the whole world, man. And this is what Judith did, man. Judith deceived Holofernes by her looks. By her looks, he deceived her, man. He deceived him. So, but you see, the point is, the man have to die, even though the women are the problem. They say, yeah, these women will deceive the nations, right? But they knew they were from the nation of the man. So if you let these men live, they will continue bringing forth that nation. So killing the women wouldn't even make sense, because the women don't count. You don't count the women. Now we go to the book of Numbers, which the book of Numbers is like Israel 101, man. You just have to know that. That's why it's called Numbers. Why they went to number the children of Israel. And how did they number the children of Israel? Numbers 1:1. And Yahweh spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel. So it says, take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, which the sum is the number of all the congregation. Listen good and carefully. Of all the congregation of the children of Israel. Now what represents all the congregation of the children of Israel? Now you're going to know how strong that nation is. Now you're going to know who the children of Israel are. As a matter of fact, if I look up that word children, let's look up that word children. The word children in the Hebrew, it says ban, son, grandson, child, son, male child, grandson. You see, it's talking about the children, the sons. When it says the children of Israel, it really in the Hebrew, it says the sons of Israel, man. Take ye the sons of all the congregation of the sons of Israel, after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their names, every male by their posts, from 20 years old and upward, all that are able to go forth to war in Israel. Thou and Aaron shall number them by their names. So you will number the sons. You don't number the women. You don't number the daughters. If you want to know the sum of all the congregation of Israel, you go forth and you number the sons of the children of Israel, and not young boys, but boys that are able to go forth to war from 20 years and upward. You know, that's why when King David went to go fight with Goliath, Goliath was laughing, man. And he was kind of, how you say that? He was kind of, how you say that, man? He was kind of like, how can y'all put a child right before me to fight, man? That's why he said he's but a youth. I am this great warrior, and here it is, you put a child in front of me. Because he was not at the age of being a grown man, being a warrior. You know, he was a young adult. Because when you turn 12 in the nation of Israel, you're a young adult, man. You become a young adult. So he was that, but he was not ready for war yet. He basically wasn't numbered yet. Because you're numbered from 20 years and upward. Children, sons that are able to go to war. And then, who makes the nation? Numbers chapter 1 verse 18. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward by their polls. So let's look up that word pedigree. Because that's a problem with these females too. They want to talk about, yeah, my child is half this, quarter this, 1/10. He's 1/10 from Suriname. He's 1/10 from Curacao. He's a quarter Mexican. He's a quarter Puerto Rican. That doesn't exist, man. He's what his father is. So basically, all these names aren't even what we are. All these names are not even what we are, man. We are the children of Israel, Hebrew Israelites. You know? But then if you would look at it like this, like, okay, you from this or that country, where is your father from? Is your father from Puerto Rico? Then you're a Puerto Rican. You know, is your mother from Puerto Rico and your father an Edomite? Then you're a damn Edomite, man. Then you're a cracker. Unless his lineage goes back to Jacob, of course. Now let's look up the word pedigree. And even here in Holland, you got this dog food called pedigree, man, which basically means race. So here the word pedigree in the Hebrew is yalat. To bear, bring forth, beget, gender. To beget, day of birth, birthday. To declare one's birth, pedigree. It doesn't really show you. Let me go to the dictionary. Pedigree. Pedigree, it says a line of ancestors, a lineage. So the lineage of this person is declared by the house of the fathers. What nation you are from and the lineage that you have is decided by the house of your father, man. A family tree. You see? So that's what it is, man. So, not to offend or to, you know, I know these females gonna be offended anyways, you know, but you women don't count when you count all the children of the nation of Israel. You women don't count. When the heathens came to war with us, they wanted to kill the men and not the women. Often, of course, because they knew they would destroy the whole nation of Israel only by killing the men. That was enough. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.